Good morning, students. Today I am going to begin a new chapter, that is whole numbers. So till now I have completed the two chapters, number system and factors and multiples. I hope that you have completed all the questions and solutions in your notebook. So let's begin the chapter whole numbers. Natural numbers and whole numbers. So what are natural numbers and what are whole numbers? The numbers that begin from 1 and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. That means that begin from 1 are known as natural numbers. And what are whole numbers? The numbers that begin from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are known as whole numbers. So just one difference is there between natural number and whole numbers, that natural number begins from 1 and whole number begins from 0. Now successor and predecessor of a whole number. How can you find a successor and a predecessor of a whole number? Successor means that you have to add 1 and predecessor means you have to minus 1. Successor. Just see success. When you get success after studying, guess. Predecessor. Just see P. Pre means previous. For previous, what you will do? You will subtract 1. Understood? Now, here some properties are there. Properties of addition. So, first property is closure property. In closure property, what is there? That how we can add two whole numbers. For example, the first whole number is 3 and the other whole number is 5. So how we can add? 3 plus 5, 8. Directly we can do in the form of A plus B. Okay. Now next property is commutative property. Commutative property represent what? A plus B equals B plus A. That means this LHS should be equal to RHS. Just see the question. 167 plus 352. Okay. What is A here? 167. And what is B here? 352. Okay. So just see here what you have done. A plus B. What we got? 519 as the answer. Now RHS is B plus A. So what is B here? 352. And what is A here? 167. So B plus A, what is the answer? 519. So both are same. So closure property states that what? A plus B should be equal to B plus A. Now associative property. Associative property means when you have to add 3 numbers. How many? 3 whole numbers. So here also LHS should be equal to what? RHS. So here the 3 variables are A plus A, B and C. So in LHS what you will do? First you will take A plus B in the bracket and then will keep C aside, and then in the RHS what you will do? A you will keep aside and you will take B plus C in the bracket. We'll explain this through the questions. Now next, properties of subtraction. In subtraction, only one property is applicable, that is closure property. When you have to simply subtract any two whole numbers. Just see 12 minus 7 equals 5 and 5 is a whole number. And here in subtraction, the commutative property as well as the associative property is not applicable. Once again, in subtraction, this commutative property and associative property is not applicable. Now you will say why. For example, 7 and 5. Okay, here the variable A equals 7 and the variable B equals 5. Now what you have to prove? A minus B. So 7 minus 5, what you will get? 2. Now the next is what? B minus A. So 5 minus 7, what you will get? Minus 2. Just see, LHS is 2 and the RHS is minus 2. So the property is not applicable. Similarly, in the associative property also, in subtraction, both commutative as well as associative property is not applicable. Now, properties of multiplication. So students, till now what I have taught you? I have taught you the certain properties. First of all, the properties of addition. First was closure property. It is just a common properties when you have to add any two numbers. Then the next property is commutative property. In this property, what you have to prove? That A plus B should be equal to B plus A. Then the third property is associative property. This property is applicable when you have to add three numbers. And here what you have to prove? A plus B bracket plus C should be equal to A plus B, A plus bracket B plus C. Now next, I have explained about the properties of subtraction. In subtraction, the closure property is applicable. Okay. Then in subtraction, the commutative as well as the associative property is not applicable. We can't prove that A minus B is equal to B minus A. Okay. As well as this property. Now, the properties of multiplication. Closure property is similar. A multiply B. If you have to multiply any two numbers, you can apply this property. For example, 6 multiply 17. What you will get? 102. Next, commutative property. The same way as we have done in addition. This was the property, yes. But this is the property of addition. For multiplication, what you will do? You will change this sign. A multiply B should be equal to B multiply A. LHS should be equal to RHS because this is the property of multiplication. So which sign will be there? Multiplication sign will be there. Okay. If addition property is there, then addition sign will be there. If subtraction property is there, then subtraction sign will be there. And if multiplication property is there, then multiplication sign will be there. Now next, associative property. In this property, what you will do? When you have to multiply three numbers. Similarly, just see here, A, B, C. First what you will do? A, B. A multiply B bracket multiply C should be equal to, you will keep this A aside and you will multiply this remaining two variable, that is B multiply C. Then distributive property. What is distributive property? When you have to make your calculation easier, at that time you will apply this distributive property. So dear students, today we are going to solve this exercise 3rd A. Okay. So the very first question is, fill in the blanks. Just see, first part, dash multiply 65 minus 15 equals 35 multiply 65 minus 35 multiply 15. Just see, here in the RHS, what is common? 35 is common. Yes. And just see here in the left hand side, 65 is there, 15 is there. That means how they have done? They have taken from this 35 as the common, and what is left here? 65 minus what is left here? 15. So what will come here? 35. Okay. Now next question, 357 plus equals 758 plus 357. So which property is this? This is a commutative property. So what you have to do? LHS should be equal to RHS. Just see, 357 is here, 357 is here. 758 is here, but 758 is not present here. So what will come here? 758. Understood? Now the remaining two questions you will do by yourself. So dear students, today I will explain how to find the sum by the help of commutative property, how to make the convenient grouping, and how we can add. So this is the exercise we are going to solve today. So let's begin the exercise. So the second question is, find the sum of the following numbers and verify the commutative law of addition. What you have to verify? The commutative law of addition. What is the commutative law of addition? That A plus B should be equal to B plus A. That means this LHS A plus B should be equal to this RHS B plus A. So the questions is 6379 and 12676. Here the value of A is 6379 and the value of B is 12676. So first what we will find? LHS, that is A plus B. So the value of A is 6379 plus the value of B is 12676. Similarly, we can add this. What we will get? 19,055. Then what we will do? We will solve this RHS, that is B plus A. What is the value of B? 12,676 plus what? A. What is the value of A? 6,379. What answer we will get? 19,055. Just see, both LHS and RHS, the answers are same. So we have verified the commutative property. Next, find the question number 3. Find the sum of the following numbers using the most convenient grouping. So you have to make the group and you have to add the following. So just see. Associative property. First just see the question. 3719, 286, 5281. How many numbers are there? 3. So when you have to add 3 numbers, which property do you use? Associative property. Which property? Associative property. And when you have to add 2 numbers, which property do you use? Commutative property. Understood? So let's begin. In associative property, this LHS should be equal to RHS. So here the value of A is 3719, the value of B is 286 and the value of C is 5281. So first just we will solve the LHS. First 2 numbers, that means A plus B, we will take in bracket and we will keep this C aside. So what are A plus B? 3719 plus 286 in bracket, then plus 5281. So what is the rule of bracket? That first we have to solve what? Bracket. So just add 3719 and 286. What you will get? 4005. Then with this 4005, what you will do? You will add 5281, the remaining number, that is C. So when you will add 4005 and 5281, what you will get? 9286. Now next, what we will verify? RHS. In RHS, we will keep this A aside and B plus C we will put in bracket. So here the value of A is 3719 plus we will add the value of B 286 plus the value of C 5281. So 3719 will be as it is. Now as these two numbers are in what? Bracket. So we will add these numbers 5281 plus 286. What we will get? 5567. And when we will add these both numbers, what we will get? 9286. Just see, both LHS and RHS are equal. So we have verified this property, associative property. Now next question. 1841, 4477, 3459, 2673, 1223. These are the numbers that are given. So now there are not 3 numbers. There are how many numbers? 5 numbers. So which property we will apply? We will apply distributive property. Which property? Distributive property. Okay. Just see these 2 numbers. First we will make these 2 numbers in bracket. Then next 2 numbers in bracket. We'll keep this number as it is. Then we will add these 2 numbers. What we will get? 6318. And then we will add these 2 numbers. What we will get? 6132. And then this number. Now we will make these both numbers in a bracket. Okay. 6318 plus 6132. We will keep this number aside. And what we will get? 1450 plus 1223. When we will add these 2 numbers, what we will get? 13,673. Dear students, it is not compulsory that you have to add only these 2 numbers, then these 2 numbers, and then you will kept these number aside. You can take any 2 numbers, just you have to make the pairs. You can keep this number aside, you can add these 2. In distributive property, what you have to do? Just you have to make pairs and you have to add the numbers. As I have made the pair of these 2 numbers and I have add. Then I have made the pair of these 2 numbers and I have add. And I have kept this number aside. Then I have made the pair of these 2 numbers. Then I have add. Then with that number I have add and I have got the answer. Understood? Now the next question is, find the following products and verify the commutative property of multiplication. So here what you have to verify? Commutative property of multiplication. Till now what I have explained? Commutative property of addition. Now in multiplication only the sign will change. A multiply B should be equal to B multiply C. So here, and when we use this property, when we have to multiply any 2 number, 126 multiply 63. So first LHS, A multiply B, the value of A is 126 and the value of B is 63. Multiply these 2 numbers, we will get this answer. Then B multiply C, the value of B is 63 and the value of A is 126. Multiply these 2 numbers, we will get this answer. So both the answers are same. So the LHS is equal to RHS, hence we have verified the commutative property that LHS is equal to RHS. Now next question, find the products using the most convenient grouping. Convenient grouping, what you have to do? Either you have to apply associative property or distributive property. Again, the property is same. What? A multiply B bracket multiply C should be equal to A multiply then bracket B multiply C. So first LHS. The value of A, B and C. A, B, C. Okay. So A multiply B. So what is the value of A? 8 and the value of B 427. Then multiply C 25. First we will multiply these 2 numbers. Why? Because they both are in bracket. We will get this answer 3416 multiply 25. What we will get? 85,400. Okay. So we have solved the first part. Now we will solve the second part. And what is the second part? A multiply B multiply C. The value of A is 8. The value of B and C is 427 multiply 25. So first we will solve this bracket. 8, we will multiply these two numbers. What we will get? 10,675. And when we will multiply it by 8, what we will get? 85,400. So LHS is equal to RHS. What we have done? We have verified the associative property of multiplication. Now, the next question is 327 multiply 125 multiply 16 multiply 12. Just see now 4 digits are there. Which property you will apply? Distributive property. So if I will take these two pairs and these two pairs, the calculation will become harder. Why? 3 digit number, 3 digit number. If I will multiply both the 3 digit number and both the smaller digit number, the calculation will become harder. So what I will do? I will multiply this 3 digit number with this 2 digit number and then this 3 digit number with this 2 digit number. So when I will multiply 327 by 16, what I will get? 5232. And when I will multiply 125 by 12, I will get 1500. And when I will multiply these two numbers, I will get this answer. It is not compulsory that you have to multiply this by this number only. You can multiply it by any number. For example, you can multiply 327 by 12 and 125 by 16. Just you have to make the pair in distributive property. So dear student, please don't get confused in distributive property. Just make two pairs while you have to add or you have to multiply. So the remaining sums we will do in next exercise. Thank you.